Do you remember the warm, snug feeling you held whilst playing your Sega Mega Drive on a cold winter's night? Sitting on your bed with a cup of cocoa, or possibly rum, and that mesmerising glowing projection from your 14-inch CRT television flickering out at you, filling your room with flashing light. A joyful escape into that wonderful world of 8 or 16 bits. I, for one, certainly do, and I also know from experience how hard that feeling is to recreate in our current era of gaming without a CRT screen. Our widescreen LCDs offer us incredible clarity without instigating an ounce of eye strain, yet there's something missing. These screens, they feel cold and lifeless, much like an Intercity 125 does to an almighty Mallard steam train. The Intercity, it's nice, great for everyday use, but there's nothing quite like the thrill of a good steam train, or indeed, a CRT screen. So I thought it would be incredibly dandy if we could take a look at some more modern gaming and see how it translates onto our 50Hz flickering PAL CRT televisions. For this task I have a 10-inch Alba Traveller television with a whopping 32 channel preset memory. This is the kind of unit a typical 14-year-old might have had in their bedroom in the 90s, and it's bloody perfect. Just look at how well it handles Mega Drive games. Even playing it now, it just feels right. It feels so much better than plugging your system into an LCD screen and feeling that electrode ray hitting the tiny dots on the shadow mask. The fact that you can see those dots just makes everything more cozy and tangible. So I've got an Xbox 360 here, not the newest technology, but then I'm currently transitioning this unit out of the lounge, and so it makes perfect sense to use it. This HDMI to AV converter will perform the task of taking the HDMI signal from the Xbox and converting it to Composite RCA, so the Alba can accept it. And it even squishes it into a lovely 4x3 format, which actually looks pretty darn nice. Even navigating around the menus on this Xbox feels nice on this tiny telly. The text isn't crystal sharp as you'd expect, but it's perfectly readable. So, here's Minecraft for your viewing pleasure, pushed out at 1080i but then squeezed into composite like it was born for it. This isn't a game I really play, it's more something my kids take sheer delight in, but as it's all the rage on YouTube these days, I thought, why not fire it up? And I must say, Minecraft isn't really my thing, but on this little screen, it feels like it is my thing. It feels like I could play this for much longer periods of time and quite enjoy it. The fuzziness of the text just adds to that, and so does the fact, I guess, that I'm sitting at a desk, in a chair, playing this just like I did with my Master System and Mega Drive back in the 80s and 90s. This is the whole experience of old merged with the new in a very pleasing way. I can't even really tell that this is a little squished for the 4x3 screen format, but I guess the fact it's on such a tiny screen helps to mask that. Now, I'm not going to play Minecraft for the duration of this video because there are a few other games I want to play. The first is Sonic the Hedgehog, like it would be on a Mega Drive, but through the Xbox. This is a weird feeling, but again, I like it. For comparison, here's what it's like through the Mega Drive itself. This setup makes it feel like any game could be better, and sure enough, Sonic 4 feels a hell of a lot more like a Sonic game when played like this. Maybe we were a little tough on it, maybe it's because we didn't experience it through a tiny CRT screen, but we felt it wasn't worthy of the Sonic brand, although probably not. Streets of Rage 2 is another game which feels perfect in this setup, especially after adjusting the screen size to get rid of the overscan borders. You can also switch smoothing on, which you can't really notice the difference on this tiny display. Again, here's the Mega Drive for comparison. Oh yeah, this is making me wet, because I've spilt a cup of tea over me in the excitement. I almost forgot though, I hadn't configured the Xbox for this new screen. You can actually tell the Xbox what screen size you're using, and yes, it seems to accept the 10-inch figure, no problem. Doesn't really look any different though, so let's move on to another game. One of my favourites, Outrun Online Arcade. And I mean, I implore everyone to try this. Unplug your console from your television, find a tiny CRT and play away, because it's really something truly heartwarming, and it creates a sense of nostalgia you just wouldn't get with a flat screen. I mean, sure, you might have problems with tiny text, and I'm sure a 4K game would ruin your day, but like this, it's bloody marvellous. Anyway, thanks for watching. Click another video if you want to see something else, subscribe, support me through Patreon if you really want to help, but otherwise, have a great evening.